What's up, everybody? We're here with another comic book review. This time we're doing Superman number 26 by Brian Michael Bendis. We did Superman number 25 whenever it came out, and it did very well. For a comic book review of mine, it's definitely the best one I've done, I think. So we're doing number 26 this time. Only difference is we're doing it spoiler-free, so I'm not going to go by and break down every one of the panels and, tell you what happens all the way through. Just gonna try, spoiler-free. This one's gonna be short, so I'll probably have some panels up on the screen when I talk about the art, but yeah, I don't know how many. Gonna try to keep it a little bit, I want you to read it actually this time. Don't just look at me and let me spoil it for you. It just came out yesterday, so yeah, we're gonna go ahead and jump in, talk about the art. So once again, Ivan Reis knocks it out of the park with the art. I really think DC has the best stable of artists, whether it's right now or just like historically. Like every time you get a DC book, you get someone like, oh, Gary Frank's doing it. You're like, oh fuck, this is gonna be awesome. So yeah, DC, best art, probably, like historically best stable of artists. There's a couple pages in here that are just like pitch perfect, beautiful Superman art. Like there's the one panel where I'll pop it up on the screen where it's just ripping open the shirt. You can't go wrong with that, especially with Ivan Reis. And then there's the he's flying through space. It's like a big splash page, and then it's just beautiful art. The textless action pages in here, they're fun. One of them's a bit messy and kind of hard to tell what's going on, but the rest of them are very, very, very solid. Also, when we're talking about the art this time especially, we need to give a big shout out to the colorist. Alex Sinclair deserves a big one. The Daily Planet is vibrant, it's full of life. Lois and Clark's bedroom is comforting, almost inviting, and it's all because of the colors and how it's all lit up with the colors. Now, the Daily Planet and Lois and Clark's bedroom are two places that it could be very, very easy just to become boring, static sets, but they don't do that here. They make it much better to look at the Daily Planet and their bedroom than the Fortress of Solitude, which is ridiculous. It's more aesthetically pleasing. Anyways, it's more interesting and fun to look at these two sets that people go to an office and a bedroom every day. And it's way more interesting than this fortress that you can literally put anything in and everyone's going to be like, alright, yeah, that makes sense. Huge shout out on to that. And then for that, credit to the inker Danny Mickey as well. I don't have as much to say about that as I do the colors. So the bedroom set in here, this is a very important moment in this story. And I think I'm going to read it off of this, so I have what I have written down. Anyway, so I think the bedroom set is probably the best combination of the three of them. It's the scene that it's all heart when Clark is speaking. The way it's lit by just on the light of Clark's side of the bed while he's pouring his heart out to Lois is fantastic visual storytelling, especially with how Bendis chooses to have her react with dialogue right afterwards. Yeah, all in all, the art is the definite strong suit of the issue. I'm not an artist, so it's got a little bit difficult for me to talk about a lot of the art and stuff without just, sounding like an idiot. But that one I had to talk about because I think it's beautiful, it's perfect, and I think the bedroom scene is probably both the high and low point of the issue. Like, it's the best point, but also kind of gets nuked right at the end of it. Anyways, yes, let's get on to the review portion of it. We love the art. The artwork is beautiful, especially that bedroom scene. And let's get into the review portion. Now, see, this is where a lot of people are going to kind of click off. This is to be completely honest if you haven't already. I don't hate Bendis. I feel like most people in the community hate on him too much. Like, he's done some incredible work with Marvel in the past. Like, dude, you gotta get his respect. He gave us Miles Morales. Like, for that alone, you gotta give him a pass on some stuff, along with a lot of other stuff that he, created and stuff, like Jessica Jones and just a few other things, but, I mean, regardless of how great your work was with Marvel and with Spider-Man, DC work has not been that great, has not been to that level. I hate how he writes Lois Lane. And it may be the worst person to write Lois Lane ever. In that beautiful bedroom scene, Clark gives her this open and honest and just passionate speech about, what she means to him and stuff. And then, after, it wasn't immediately after, they kiss, and then all of a sudden something happens, and she's like, oh, is the world in danger? Is there something I can write about? It's just like, what? And then that's all we see her in this issue, and you're just like, really? Seriously? That's supposed to be the best person in Clark's world? Like, the reason he is the way he is and stays the way he is? No. That's horrible. Like, Lois Lane deserves so much better than just to be the hungry reporter. Lois Lane is arguably the best side character in comic book history, and to have her just instantly degraded to just being this horrible, story-hungry person that doesn't care. They're like, oh, hey, you're gonna go off and try to save the world, something's attacking the planet, can I write about it? No, don't be okay, and nothing like that, or, don't die again, nothing like that, just, oh, can I write a story? It's like, what? No. No. Superman, in the issues that I have read, has been great from Bendis. He has a really good grasp of that character, especially in the 2 issues of this arc. I think he's done great. Jimmy Olsen, on the flip side, has been perfect. All heart. That's what Jimmy Olsen needs to be. That's what every Superman side character needs to be. Anyways, we're gonna get back on track to just this issue and not what these characters are and aren't. This issue has a lot of the action that the last one didn't have. It's a touch messy at times, not all the way, but it did showcase how menacing and powerful Sinmar Utopica is, which was the point. So you achieved your goal on that one. I really think they need to pick up the pace with the story because Bendis' run is ending soon. I don't think this is going to be a 6-issue story arc, and we're at issue 2, and it's just kind of like, okay, well, we didn't learn anything in this one. So it was all of 25 is all the backstory, and then 26 is, okay, you take one step forward, Utopica comes to Earth. That's it, You did all of this groundwork and laid all of this, like, really good, I don't know what else to call it besides groundwork, framework, foundation to make this really good villain. And then issue 2, you don't build on it at all. Why? They spend a lot of time in this issue, like in the middle part of this issue, flashing back, or I don't know if it's not a flashback, but it feels like it might as well be one, where it's just all of how, like, Lombard and the people around the office are reacting to his identity being out. It's like, okay, that happened 6-7 issues ago. Why is it still... Okay, I get it, it's a major plot thread, but it doesn't really feel like it needs to be explored at this point of this story. Doesn't make any sense. It just kind of murders the pace of this. It just doesn't really build anything for this current story at all. It doesn't help the villain out. It doesn't build Clark up. It just doesn't make any sense to include all that here. It doesn't really hurt Utopica by doing this. It like I said, it murders the pace. But if you just cut it out and you did more with Utopica, like if you told this story completely from the point of view of the villain, it would be a lot fresher and more unique and probably just overall better. I feel like this issue does a little bit too much trying to develop Superman, which is something you really don't need to do to fit this story. The story, Superman fighting a powerful space alien that comes to Earth. Don't need to develop Superman at that point. It's tried and true by now, like, how it's going to work, essentially. So you need to just make the villain interesting and make us like the villain, because we already all love Superman and know what Superman is. So you need to make this villain and mash them together, and that's how you make this story like this great anymore. Utopica in 25 was super sympathetic. You could relate to him being this outsider that gets chosen and doesn't really understand why he's getting, has to do all of this stuff. You can relate to that. We've all been in this scenario where we feel alone and don't quite understand why we are going through the things that we're going through. But in this one, he says nothing. Not a single word of dialogue. Not one that we can't understand yet, because Superman can't understand him. Nothing. Not even an attempt. It doesn't make any sense at all. And yes, I get it. He's pissed off. He's coming to fight Superman, not talk to him, because all of his people, just got killed, and he believes Superman did it. I understand. But even though he's upset, the character that you set up in issue 25, I know he's only been around one issue, but the character you set up, the way he acted throughout the entire thing, even after he got his powers, isn't just going to come in and instantly start trying to kill somebody. Doesn't make any sense at all for this new character that you created. I don't understand it. I don't know why you would do that. It's only this character's second appearance ever, and Bendis is already making him feel like a super inconsistent character, and it doesn't make any sense. Bendis is not a bad writer. I've already established that, in my opinion. He's done some great work. But this one is rough. The communication in this issue, I get it. They are two aliens from two different worlds. They're not instantly going to be able to talk to each other. But they would attempt. And you see Superman try everything he knows to attempt. And this character that you set up as sympathetic and empathetic, or as sympathetic as you made him in the last issue, to not even lift a single finger, does not make any sense what at all. This issue, it's definitely kind of weak. It's not as bad as what a lot of other channels are probably gonna, make it out to be. It's not the worst thing that's come out in the world. But damn, it misses the mark with its villain by a big margin. It has that awful Lois Lane moment, and that ruined an otherwise fantastic scene. Overall, Superman 26 is getting a 2 out of 5 for me. If you want to see Superman fight an alien and, see how some of Superman's co-workers deal with his identity, there you go. It's right here for you. Link to the digital version down below as always. I'm going to stick with this arc. I've been in a Superman mood like crazy with, a lot of other things going on. I've just been wanting to watch and read and, hang out and just do Superman stuff. So I'm going to stick with the arc. I don't know how long it's going to go. I'm far less excited for issue 27 than I was for issue 26 now. 2 out of 5 for me, and that's pretty much it for Superman 26. We're going to get a little review heavy on comics for a little bit. After this one is done, I'm going to transfer it over to the MacBook and then shoot another review for this masterpiece of a book. And we'll go on from there. I have a statue coming in pretty soon. I think it'll be here next week, but I'm not entirely sure on the day. But a lot less unboxings for a little bit, and just sticking with some reviews. We're going to do, like I said, Superman 26, and Superman Secret Origin. I might do Rorschach #1. I picked it up, but I haven't read it yet. I might read that and review that too if I feel like it. It's Tom King, so it's pretty hit or miss. It's either with Tom King, it's either really good or really bad. So we'll see. If it's really bad, I'm not gonna review it. Or it's also Tom King, so there's that chance that I just don't have any idea what the fuck he's talking about. Just gonna be completely honest up there. Appreciate you watching this Superman 26 review, and I will see you next time. Bye.